fresh produce other than meat, poultry products processed there. What is CDC? This one, lots of people will make a mistake. What is CDC? Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. This is important. This one, lots of people will miss it. That's CDC. Okay. What is GAP? Good agricultural practice. What are the four major components of the GAP? Do you remember? Clean hands, clean water, clean surface, and what else? Safe soil, is that right? That's GAP. What is FSMA? By the way, what is FSMA? Food Safety Modernization Act. Is the FSMA flexible for small processors at West Virginia? Yes, it is flexible. When they become a law? Is that January 2011? Is this critical limits can be a range? No. There has to be a fixed number, not a range. Okay? That's FSMA. Another thing. What did this stand for? Inside, outside, birds wash. Is that right? Inside, outside, birds wash. That's also important. So we have these things. So why peroxyacetic acid is more frequently used than chlorine in the post-harvest poultry processing? Well, because the poultry meats, if you sell into Russia, they not allow you to do it. Even EU countries. So what are the two major antimicrobials during the post-harvest poultry processing? Peroxyacetic acid, PAA, and chlorine. That's the number one and number two for post-harvest processing, even including the chilling tank. Therefore, we have another big question right here for you. Why temperature control is important for slaughtering? If you forget about that, we could go back to see the slides when we talk about. This is an important thing you should remember always. It's very interesting for slaughtering. The temperature is very important to the control. You cannot be too low. If the slaughtering temperature is too low, what happens? Some of the people do. (37 to 45 degrees Celsius). This is wrong. Because your cultivation bacteria, Salmonella could grow 45 degrees Celsius very quickly. You can't using a very high temperature more than 65 degrees Celsius. This is also wrong. What will happen? There is a lipidization going to happen for the skin surface of the chicken. So the organic matter will be accumulated. The lipids will be accumulated on the surface. So what will happen later on? Remember these slides. What happened? All the organic matters, most likely is lipids extruded from the surface, will be accumulated onto the chilling tank. So 40% positive Salmonella poultry coming. Then later on, after chilling, 53% is going to be positive. The cross-contamination will happen because those organic matter will be interfering the antimicrobial efficacy. A lot of the antimicrobial actually affected by the organic matter, and the typical one is chlorine. So that's important. Lower temperature, your cultivation bacteria. That's what I'll make a joke here. It is a very expensive inoculation chamber. Do you see it? That's a joke. Because you do 45. But why you do 45? Because it's easy to handle, not that hot. You cannot do 65. Lots of people are thinking the higher temperature you're going to kill in the bacteria. No, liquidation of the surface of the poultry will cause fatty acids accumulated in the chilling tank and as organic matter, interfering with antimicrobials, especially the chlorine. And remember I said the chlorine, if you have a 50 parts per million, it could decrease to 0.1 parts per million with organic matter like 30 seconds. That's what's going to happen, okay? It's very important. So that slide is important for you to know about that. Okay, right here, see, sequence of the host cells by a virus. Okay, other questions I want to mention. I want to go over several things right here. What is another name for antibody? Is immunoglobulin. This is what I said in the class. Do not forget on the top, immunoglobulin. Okay, you care much about what in this context, but at the title it's important. That's a question to you. Which of the following vaccination is attenuated virus? What means attenuated virus? The virus is alive. That's the most effective virus called attenuated virus. So which one? DPT is not. DPT is what? Is a toxoid. It's a toxic-like symptoms. HIV is not. This is coming from a capsule. Could be coming from a capsule. MMR is mumps, measles, and the rubella. This is coming from is attenuated virus. So that's why you only need one shot in your lifetime. And this question is the same. Tetanus components of DPT give young children is a toxoid. Okay. Is E. coli 057H7 cause a hemorrhagic colitis in the United States? No. Hemorrhagic uremic syndrome. Okay. Others, let me see here, not really difficult. If something difficult, that will be mentioned. Do you still remember why Helicobacter pylori will survive in stomach environments? Stomach environments is very low pH, 1 to 1.5. Why they can survive? Because it's urea test positive. So the urea will break down, become ammonium, the carbon dioxide, and the ammonia will buffer in the lower pH. That's what we mentioned briefly in the lab section. Okay. What is called opportunistic bacteria? So these bacteria usually localized there, but once they translocated, it will cause problems. They look for the opportunity. So that's called opportunistic bacteria. Okay. What's a lysozyme? What's the function of the lysozyme? It's break down the 1,4 glycosidic bonds between an acetylmuramic acid and an acetylglucosylceramide. Okay, so these are the things we talk. I think that's all. And I'll put the key there. So we'll see you Thursday and Friday to some early exam.